I will say with the discovery of Between Ways, you'll learn a few things. For instance, Between Ways appears every lunchtime and disappears at 9 p.m. Ah, like a cramp. I just gently lifted up my leg, and my leg's like, "Fuck you."
You can tell we're all so filled with sympathy.
It was the timing. I do feel for you, I do. But it was just the timing.
Ah, motherfucker.
I don't feel at all.
Okay, I'll live. Yeah, it appears during lunch and is open till 9 p.m. but disappears on the hour. There are typically 4 employees on the site at any given time. You may talk to if you wish. They also offer a range of services such as item identification, custom orders, and healing, curse breaking, and other divine services.
What happens if you're inside it when it disappears?
You don't want to know.
Wait,
I kind of do. I'm not good at keeping track of time.
I mean, chances are they kick you out.
That or you get lost between ways.
I'm just saying, I feel like it's like a store closing. They check, make sure no one's inside, then leave.
Yeah,
I think that's how you become an employee.
oh god, it's IKEA.
Ah, my leg. It hurts so bad.
Suck it.
Um,
Walk it
Ow.
off.
So, I heard something about custom orders?
yes, typically of the kind of lesser sort of deal. It's more like, oh, I need X amount of potions or X amount of scrolls. You can actually, the person who does that is in right now. If you look over, there's a counter where there's kind of a heavy set half-orcs sitting behind a bunch of alchemical equipment.
Ash just goes up to them, puts their hands on the table, and says, "Do you have access to a professional tailor?"
I think we can. This is the
Ash-
alchemy section, right? I haven't left up a sign saying I do tailoring.
Listen, all I heard was custom orders in this area.
I can. What's your name?
Ash.
Okay, Ash. I can see what I can do. What do you have in mind?
Oh, if you do not understand the ways of the cloth, you will probably just have your head go around in circles trying to understand.
I'm sure I can write it down.
Just tell me, is there someone else I should talk to specifically about this? Or is my order just going to be going through you?
You know what? Go see Lindsay Seas. She deals with inventory. She'll know. He kind of points you to the opposite side of Between Ways.
Yeah,
Did you hear that last bit?
Yeah, Ash will, jaunt over.
Sure. As you kind of move past a few crowds of people, see someone cry as they, I don't know, probably got a table from the Gachapon machine. You see what basically looks like a very stereotypical seer's tent. Inside, you can barely see the silhouette of a woman with a crystal ball in front of her.
Yeah, Ash will just kind of go over. Excuse me.
Ah, I foresaw your coming. Mostly because you walked across the entire store. What can I do for you?
I hear you deal with inventory and some of the custom orders for materials and things.
I certainly can. What's on your mind?
Clothes. Expensive, expensive clothes.
I assume Ash is like pretty dressed up right now.
Yes and no. It's like a case of Ash doesn't really have anything too fancy, but they're making what they do have work very well.
She kind of just gives an appreciative nod. Okay, I can see that. She
Please
kind of...
tell me you know a professional tailor.
We can have something done, but it will probably take a few days. If you don't mind, she flicks a hand out and suddenly there's a sheet of paper in it. Could you write down your specifications?
Of course. And Ash is probably going to be like requesting more paper, probably a little more ink, and just be writing a lot of very specific things.
Lindsay is very patient. However, how good's your sense motive?
Let's find out.
That's fair.
Add 2 to this, so 16.
Yeah, as you kind of start getting along, she's definitely seems a bit more exasperated than it's like how specific can you get? And she's unfortunately probably going to learn the answer very quickly. But she'll supply you with more paper, more ink.
Yeah.
And you can eventually write your 3-page, 4-page manifesto on what you want your clothes to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll take them back and say, "Oh, okay.
And
this
Ash
was."
just kind of looks at him and goes, "Will I be paying do I need to pay in advance or upon receiving?"
That's a very good question. She kind of leafs through what. Yeah, she leafs through what you've handed her, and she says, I'm definitely going to need to get a consultation on this. Perhaps come back in 2 days and I can answer that question for you."
Yeah, basically this is just like 150 gold's worth of stuff. Because I want to use my trait.
That is fair.
And,
Yes.
it has, like, because, of Ash trying to protect their androgyny, there's, like, it's not, it's like having to be, like, form-fitting in some places, but not in others, and there's a little bit of weirdness going on, but it's going to work. Ash knows what they're doing. A
Fair
lot
enough.
better than I do.
I mean, after all, they are extremely fashionable.
Mm-hmm.
You can also just at any point add a character bug me, like not like I was at a session and I got you for androgynous stuff.
You have to wear these 3 hoodies and these 3 hoodies only. But yeah,
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, she basically directs Ash to come back in 2 days and she'll see what she can do.
Very
A
well.
hoodie
I will see
expert
you
is
in
in
2
town.
days. But yeah, right now, Rose, Ash does seem to wear sweaters a lot.
Yep.
I got a coin.
Are you gachaponing?
No, I'm broke.
Okay, fair enough.
Coin.
Out of curiosity, Aaron's gonna look around. This seems like something that this campus would set up. Is there a hidden challenge here for like getting a coin or something?
Roll my perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? How much can I get? How much can I get for my coin? 50 was it?
And why
Yep.
not? It's early. It's midday, so I'll spend inspiration on that.
Assuming you're not going to bid with other people, straight 50 gold pieces. That's a good chunk.
I'm just saying, J-Mac, that within a rounding error, gives me 50 times the money I used to have.
So that's a 30.
Well, Aaron, you think the hidden challenge of life perhaps is just pickpocketing people, but otherwise, no, you don't spot a challenge. You do spot very strangely, perhaps, is basically an enshrined cactus.
I don't understand. I'm gonna look at it.
It appears to be a cactus. As you kind of get closer, the kid, or not so much of a kid, playing the lyre by the counter goes, "Oh, be careful with him, okay?"
Him?
The long story, but that's actually the owner of Betweenways.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the cactus, then snap my fingers in a direction to see if it has any autonomic response.
It doesn't appear to react to you clicking your fingers at it.
I'm gonna give it a spin. Is it just a cactus?
It appears to be. Actually, as you try to go spin its like this little dish, there's like a very gentle bubble of force appears around it, kind of just rebuking your
Okay.
fingers. The kid of the counter just sighs. Betweenways has this odd succession rule. Whoever can essentially slay the current owner becomes the new owner. Callum here managed to accidentally fall onto the owner's last head. Technically, that makes him the owner.
That
So
is-
wait. So you're saying that? Oh, okay. So slay.
Yes, but I will warn you before you get any smart ideas, the owner of Betweenways is essentially a god in here. They have complete dominion over the place and its contents.
That is a special thing. Okay. What?
That
Something-
raises even more questions about how it fell on him.
He walked outside. He presumably was outside of the place.
Well, I mean, also all. I mean, not God. Gods aren't not omnipotent or all-knowing. I guess.
Omniscient?
Omniscient. Thank you.
I mean, their own domain. Sometimes they might as well be, but
Probably not the case here. Otherwise,
Okay.
there'd only be one owner forever.
Hmm. Right. Okay. Okay.
I'll tell you what, we've had a hell of a time explaining economics to a cactus, I'll give you that much.
I'm glad you managed.
I will say, JMac, with my bloodline, I completely welcome our cactus overlord.
Okay.
I love our cactus overlord. This is amazing.
I was thinking somewhere in the far distant alternate reality, Cadmy's ears are burning.
Oh God, and I like we haven't had enough time teaching Cadme economics. Trying to teach cactus economics.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm not sure which would learn fastest.
This reminds me of like every time I play Minecraft with anyone, and Sideline can confirm this, having played Minecraft with me a few times. Every time I set up a base, there ends up being a cactus with a sign next to it that just says, "Hi, my name is Jeffrey."
It's true.
Well, Jeffrey has now been promoted to the god cactus.
Yeah, no, this is why I'm so entertained.
But yeah, with the god cactus of mankind now in place,
Right. Aaron's gonna not know what to do with this information and leave.
Just leave the entire place.
Yes.
Level.
out the front gates of the school, down the road, back across a continent, across an ocean.
So yeah, no, I could deal with having to evade ruins and weird kobolds and everything like that, but a cactus owning no,
He's a
she's out.
person of logic and mathematics.
This adheres to neither of those things.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense to Wolf. You kill it, you get it.
Meanwhile,
Right.
meanwhile, Ash and Prismality are just like laughing their heads off because they understand how demiplanes work.
I will
And
say, is there anything else going on today?
Not particularly. There's obviously Vilk still exists. There's the riddle in the library, but no other particular events.
There's some kind of event going on up in the main hall, apparently.
That's the Simon Says.
Oh, okay.
So I can get rid of the horse now.
Nah.
Yay. Maybe someone else will succeed in catching him, or not.
Hey, Silas has a plan.
Is it to get a better rider?
No, he's going to use the rider anyway. Use the rider that he got. So
You're wasting your time with mediocrity.
maybe he is. It depends. So far, he's been all right, but we failed there. So he's going to give it one more try with this plan, and if that doesn't work, he will attempt the plan with someone else.
Yes, Wolf is very happy that since entering the school, he's getting 500 times his original.
Easy money.
God, Wolf.
But that's the thing, you can spend your hard-earned tokens to get guaranteed money, or you can roll a random gachapon and maybe just get something strange.
That's at 5.
Meanwhile, Ash, in about, I'm going to say 10-ish minutes, managed to obtain and spend over 150 gold.
Living that noble life.
Hey, Ash isn't noble.
Might as well be.
No, but spend the 150 gold pieces at once, that's like noble tier spending.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I just spent 120 gold to get 2 round discs.
Do you know how long Wolf would have to work for that? You see, Wolf trying to count this thing.
Like a month? Maybe? A
No,
little bit more of a month.
over 150 gold pieces, you'd effectively have to work like 4
Oh,
months.
yeah, 150, okay, yeah. A lot more.
5 months. Take a while. Ridiculous amount of money just waiting tables.
Okay.
True.
I'm gonna go. Hey, Alana. Hi. I'm glad I remember your name now. Suppose it's a progress, right?
Maybe she looks mildly offended, but you
Hi.
probably think she's joking with her offense.
Right. Right. I was wondering. I have a personal curiosity in what our headmistress is going to throw us into in the next few days. And as well as I would like to have someone along with me who could help with the puzzles that are currently in the library. So I was wondering if you would like to join me for some research.
I should be able to. I don't see any issue with that.
Wonderful. Okay. I'm going now. So she pats Rusty.
Because I would just be following my proxy.
Erin doesn't say anything, but after like a block, she's like, "Could you get on the dog? Get on the dog, please.
Oh, okay.
Thank you."
You get this feeling that she doesn't really mind walking, but and like she's oblivious to the fact that for Aaron it'd be more convenient and realizes, oh, right.
Yeah, it's nasty habit, bit impatient, just long walk. Yeah. And she's gonna as soon as Alana gets on, boo, gone, fast. Not like they're sprinting or anything, but Rusty's jog speed is really fast.
It's also constant.
Yes.
Okay, so you two are going to the library. Wolf, you have apparently zoomed off to go back to the sparring hall?
Yes. What's
Okay.
happening when I arrive?
Assuming Silas is still there, you might see him, but otherwise you notice Vilk has changed. His general appearance has been altered, which lets me read out this description finally. Oh, blah 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 blah. Where is he? Yes, Vilk's alternate form, he's a lot more like chunky now, but it appears that his long legs and kind of general humanoid figure is gone. Instead, his 2 hands ending like large cannons. Additionally, you also notice he has a pair of earmuffs welded over his head.
Does he still appear to be like porcelain, like it's very like kind of porcelain kind of armor almost?
It's changed a bit. It's taken on more of a silver sheen.
Interesting.
If you watch, you essentially see There's a few more obstacles as well. There's like been a few walls put up inside the sparring hall, and a few kids are kind of taking cover there as Vilk shoots kind of this very viscous goo at them.
How do all the kids inside appear to be doing?
It appears that since yesterday their tactics have improved moderately more, but Vilk has also gotten stronger. You see a few kids just kind of stuck to the floor.
Is it a similar group?
It appears to be a different one. It's like 4 kids this time. I say
Some
kids, but you
kids.
know what I mean.
Well, Wolf doesn't want to steal everyone else's glory. They're having a good fight.
That's fair.
But if there's anyone who looks like they're out for the count, can Wolf with his 40-foot speed rush and grab them and extract them?
Sure, you can free a few people who are just kind of stuck in the goo. You give it a sniff. Oh, it's apple scented.
Wolf's hungry now. He's going to make snack after this. Yeah, basically Wolf's going to do like extraction. Like he doesn't unless someone asks him to join the fight, he's just going to do evac. But he doesn't want to steal people's glory. That's not fair.
That's fair. As you kind of free a few people, you definitely get like quite a few fair like, oh, thanks for that. This stuff's disgusting.
You're welcome. Now rest here. Just kind of plops them down.
Fair enough.
He's also just kind of curious one to see how everyone does.
Yeah. Doesn't appear anyone's beaten Vilk today, but well, it's early. It's still afternoonish.
If he gets towards the end of the day, who knows? Maybe Wolf will do a redo the day before.
I will say eventually Alana does want to go that way, mainly because Rollo went, hey, you guys should beat that up, and Alana went, yeah, sure, question mark.
If you eventually get here, you'll eventually find Wolf there. So.
It'll be quite some time since Erin's solar first, but she does plan to make her way there.
Perhaps that's something to do next time, because we are coming up close to the time where we'll be ending. Because I imagine
That's true.
Tinder wants to go to bed.
Sleep's optional. It's for the week.
Wow, okay,
Fuck you.
Rose.
I recognize I oversleep a lot, but that's after not sleeping for like 3 days straight.
Rose,
Yeah.
you're like...
I like how you just rose your leg and trail off.
I can't think of an appropriate, like... word. I forgot what the word is when you're drawing
Comparison.
comparisons. Yeah, then.
Like a metaphor?
Probably.
Well, no, because you said like, so it's a simile.
English
Damn.
major.
Flexing your English majorness.
I had to think for a second because I was confused.
That's fair.
As long as you don't get it wrong.
It's true. Okay. But what I think we'll do for now is basically, what does everyone think of doing for next time? And if there's anything that isn't particularly big, we can do it for now.
The riddle thing with Rose, and that's about it.
Yeah, the next day,
Yeah.
Ipos is going to hit the Simon Says again, but nothing else planned.
Yeah, this
Okay.
evening Silas was planning on doing
Oh,
gathering ashen. Alana.
passing question.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck do I do with my little trinkets that I got?
You do know at the end of the 3 days where, well, people have mentioned that there's basically totaling up of the coins, so presumably something then.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go into the Magical Simon Says letter.
Yep.
Start with that and Ash. Let's see, anyone I'm missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is Ash in particular doing anything later on Torrin for this day?
Probably just investigating classrooms and such.
Okay.
Kind of just like familiarizing themselves with the campus and where, the classes they were planning on taking are going to be.
Cool. In which case, I will tentatively say that we'll end
I'm sorry.
here, and
In which case, what?
so in which case I will tentatively end here. I'll still be here to do stuff, but I will start planning downtime stuff for people to do. Because Magical Simon Says, for instance, is easy enough to do during downtime. It's not particularly exciting. It's just, do you have a rate shit?
Can Tommy and I do the library stuff before
Sure.
I just sprint to the ether? Thank you.
That's fair. Yeah, basically, the library's pretty large. Probably much larger than it has any business being.
Surprising absolutely nobody.
Everything here is large because I can't design shit on a normal human scale.
That's mood.
But anyway. You can indeed find the thing that Mary talked about. To the side, next to the general information counter, there's there's a chalkboard, which with just like a floating piece of chalk floating around it. On it there appears to be a few riddles. You actually notice Mary is sitting nearby. She's kind of just watching people go up to the board and do terribly.
Marie, are you just fluffing your ego while watching people?
I'm not fluffing my ego, but I don't want to do it again. I technically already did it yesterday, and I'd feel bad if I did it again. But people are kind of slow. You do notice that to the side there is a board kind of noting the times in which people have completed things. Right up the top and enshrined, there's Mary's time of 10 seconds, while most of other people's times appear to be like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5.
Okay. You know, Murray, every day I talk to you, I get more interested in about what the hell you were doing before you came to school.
I mean, you could ask me?
I kind of like this game. It's a fun game.
It's not a secret. Well, it's kind of a secret, but I can tell you things.
I kind of like the game of me trying to figure it out.
I mean, what's your current theory?
Well, that's a bit of a long story and, something gang related. I don't know.
Gang?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah?
I'm too young to be in a gang.
Are you? Aaron has actually this questioning look. Like, is that too young?
Probably? Are you two going to try the riddles?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Okay, what this will consist of now is basically skill checks, because I couldn't find very good riddles that were, hard.
Valid.
Fair.
Also because just doing riddles like that takes, 2 hours.
10 years.
Yep.
Exactly.
It usually takes however long it takes for someone to Google the riddle.
It's not entirely true.
It literally
Only
is.
partially true.
The temptation is always there, I'll give it that.
It's how I normally work it. If we don't get it quickly, that's how I normally solve it. Well, it's one of those things. I don't want to be sat here for half an hour while we try to figure it out. If we don't get it within the first 5 minutes, it's like, fuck it. We either don't get it or we Google it.
Honestly, I want to judge you, but that's a fucking mood. I get it.
You do need a very particular group who all enjoys riddles. It's not for everyone.
I mean, if we were that particular group, or if we didn't have time restraints, or other things to do, then I'd let it go. But you know what I'm like
for all of these things.
Yeah, I'm not the one who wants to just sit there staring into nothingness while I listen to you guys try to work out a riddle for 3 hours.
We can work ourselves around in circles eternally.
Yeah, we really can.
But the first riddle seems to relate to gems and that sort of kind of realm of materials. Can either of you roll me a dungeoneering check?
I can.
I can.
Even if you're not able to get past 10, still roll it for me.
What is your modifier, tell me?
Mine is only +4.
I was gonna say you can either aid me or you can just roll separate.
What is yours?
You can technically roll separate.
Mine is +8.
Oh, Brit, because I got my
It gives you your inspiration shit.
Yeah.
Let's just roll separate.
Yep, rolling separate in this instance is an option.
Yeah, I'm glad you rolled separate.
15.
Okay. Whoops, that almost turned off my computer.
Alright.
Okay. Despite neither of you being particularly, well, in Aaron's case, maybe not much experience with the dungeoneering related knowledge, and Alana just kind of blanking on the answer, it only takes you about a minute to come up with, this must be Topaz. And it appears to accept your answer. 2 more riddles left. Let's see what's next.
They're terribly high DCs, which is nice.
It's not necessarily the DC that matter. It's basically the higher you roll, faster you do it.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like this is designed for like first level adventure children.
Mm-hmm.
The next part, maybe less of a riddle, more just kind of a brain teaser. There's a noble lineage that it kind of wants you to fill out that appears to be related to some far-off noble line to the west.
Why is the noble not here?
To the west.
It's unfortunate. Yeah.
He's
So,
busy.
so if either of you can remember nobility, if you happen to come from the west, you get +2.
I do
Where-
come from the west.
Where am I in relation to things help?
That's a very good question.
Because like Alana technically comes from like a different, like,
World.
yeah.
Question marks.
I would say another world is not west. I would say it's perpendicular to the compass.
I suppose just, I don't know,
Babe,
throw a dart at your PC screen?
26.
Nice. In which case,
I'll have to roll. Just to be clear here.
fair enough. But thankfully, even, well, yeah, wait for your roll because it can technically speed it up.
That's true. I'll just roll.
And it will. Yeah, Aaron and Alana, you two are just apparently, keyed in with a noble drama and such. You managed to basically fill it out very quickly, taking only about 20 seconds. And last one. Drama llamas.
I need to grab the map of the world and just like figure out a way to randomize. I'll put everything in this in a document.
You could just like label the top like A, B, C, D, whatnot, and then sides 1, 2, blah blah blah. If you
Sure.
use your measuring tool. Okay, and last question, riddle, puzzle, whatever the fuck it is, appears to be. Oh, actually, you'll like this one, Sideline. It appears to be schematics for some kind of pressure nozzle sort of thing.
Okay.
It appears. It appears that it's missing a few components, and it's asking you what you would need to add in to get an efficient spray.
Okay. Do you want me to roll my alchemy, engineering, or silversmithing?
You can have your choice, but I'd say between silversmithing and engineering.
I will roll to aid you on this one actually. And if for sake of I'll roll this because Alana doesn't have.
Oh my god.
Oh, so you chose that anyway, so I can't actually roll to aid you. So separate roll done. That works out.
Wait. Oh no, Alma.
Also, +11, damn.
Yeah, I know she's fucking great.
She good. She gooda. Cheese.
I see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I can't do anything else for right now.
So that's 18?
Yeah.
18, 16? Okay. Honestly, didn't do that bad. You technically even did worse on the dungeoneering. It does, however, take you, I mean, an appreciable amount of time, I suppose.
This pisses Aaron off.
That's fair. It takes you about 40 seconds to kind of total it all up and be like, yeah, that needs this, and the board accepts it.
That schematic was bullshit.
I like to imagine it's partly because Aaron just sort of shoves junk together so much to make things work, and the schematics
it's
looking
2
for
years
the
out of
actual
date!
things.
Do they not know innovation here? Jeez, keep up with modern technology. I'm not paying attention to this old archaic crap.
Mary just kind of comes over and gives you a pat on the shoulder. Very, 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 Aaron. It's fine. But your time enters onto the board. 2 minutes. One of the faster ones, actually.
Did you get lucky with your questions, or were these the same questions that you got?
They change every time. She kind of points to the board where now it's asking questions on like herbology, lever making.
I'd like to try to activate it again.
I mean, technically, it's refreshed to a new set of questions. You could just try your hand at it again.
So what is it on there right now?
Let's see. Because I made it so it's not random things last time. Whoops. This time it's asking questions about planar alignment and where everything sits together.
I can do that.
Mary does pipe up. Technically, it only takes one time, but I suppose you could, just practice on it. I've tried a few times.
Does it take your best result or only?
You're first, I'm afraid.
That's bullshit. All right. It doesn't even give rules before it says up, or if it's topics, or it doesn't give you the moments to prep. Jeez.
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of the things aren't particularly, not everything explains itself here.
I'm noticing that.
I feel like it's intentional.
Yeah, I am too. It's just a bunch of bitches. Jeez.
Do you need to sit down?
I already am sitting, thank you.
Do you need to sit down more?
I mean, are you saying you've innovated the path of sitting?
Maybe? No. I
That'd
mean,
be
just,
great.
I think it would be a good time. Maybe just take a breather.
This is actually thematically correct because I had Tears to Wine prepared and I didn't use it.
Rip. It's all those situations where we always go, shit, I had that buff.
No, that's what Aaron's doing.
And if only Silas was there, he could have heightened your awareness.
It technically would help if, you roll buffs beforehand.
I'm assuming you also can't go with someone else.
Hmm?
Like,
Oh, for a
say,
new time?
yeah,
No.
I don't think so.
I'm afraid
Actually,
not.
wait. The time, does it list my name?
It says Alana and Aaron. You do notice that there's single people and then there's groups of people.
So you can do it by yourself, right? Or
Yes.
no?
Well, you can do it again by yourself. It doesn't appear. None of the names come up twice.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Quick question.
uh-huh.
I'd like to identify object.
Go for it. Are you just gonna try and bullshit your way across every single challenger on campus by trying to take it apart?
It's Aaron, yes.
It's fair. Aaron. So 18?
No, that's 18.
Oh yes.
Yes.
It appears to just be some kind of anonymous writing spell on it, designed to cycle through a bank of questions.
J-Max said he was done. You guys were done. This
And
is
yeah,
just
you can.
side
If
thing.
you want to
Yeah.
leave, you can go to leave.
We said it at session's over. I was asking if we could do this. This is technically our downtime right now.
Yeah, basically, it's just easier to do it now before we forget.
Yeah.
I'm being held hostage.
That's fair.
Well, I wanted to leave immediately, and my schedule sucks, and I have to do stuff with Jesse, so I just wanted to get it done before I forgot.
That's fair.
But speaking of, I obviously have not forgot about us doing that downtime for tomorrow, Jesse. I promise. I'll get to that tonight. I swear to you.
Faust has sworn.
Wait, which swear? Are you mean crap, fuck, or are we going as far as
Hand holding? No, I'm kidding.
Please no.
No, get out of here.
I like
monster.
to disconnect and immediately leave, coming back after doing that. I know it's just your internet, but it was really funny timing.
Yeah, I'm sure the timing was flawless. I am a wizard with bad internet.
I can't believe I had to film
But
this
what
now.
did you say? I did not hear
I said
it.
hand holding.
Oh, you
Disconnected.
degenerate.
Not in my Christian server. Get the fuck.
Get out of my Christian Minecraft server.
And let me invite you to my degeneracy server.
Get out of here.
It's just a subfolder in the same server.
And on that
Oh
note,
no,
I'm
it's
going
not
to
a
head
it's
off.
not a sub